Yo. Okay. We in here. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? Let y'all come on in here real quick. Where is my phone? Where did I put that thing? I don't know where I put my phone, you guys. Oh, here it is. Now, if you're in here, it's because you saw what I posted and you know what we are about to talk about. We are about to talk about what Dave Chappelle said. Oh my goodness, they on Dave Chappelle again? Dave Chappelle keeps getting these kind of things going. I kind of find it funny that Dave Chappelle was the one that's constantly getting these accusations or these. I don't even want to call it an accusation. What is it? He getting backlash. He's getting talked about. People are not happy with what he has going on or whatever the case is. I don't know. I don't know. Like, what? See, me personally, if you have not watched Dave Chappelle stand up, uh, I suggest you go watch it. I haven't watched it, but it's Dave Chappelle. I'm going to watch it, right? I'm going to watch it because it's Dave Chappelle. I mean, need I say more? Dave Chappelle is lit. He is amazing. He is a great comic, amazing comic, and I appreciate his work. So if you haven't heard about what he did or what he said, I'm going to play a little bit of what he said for you guys, okay? Because I know your girl came through a little bit. I had to find out. Once I found out about him in particular, I was um, what is really going on? Because Dave Chappelle, he always has something, I guess, right? Come on. I got it for y'all. I'm trying to save this other video that I'm going to post for you guys later. Y'all get in tune and catch this another video that I'm going to post on you guys, for you guys on YouTube. I'm going to share it on Facebook and stuff like that. It's talking about ratchet women. Lord. But we're going to get into this Dave Chappelle. Well, in the gist of what he said, maybe just in case I don't get flagged be off of the clips. This is what he said. Dave Chappelle said it was comments about what is his name? DaBaby. It was about DaBaby. And he said DaBaby killed the man in Walmart. He got no backlash. And then he say something about the gay, homophobic, and he gets all kind of backlash. Now, for me, that was funny. It's Dave Chappelle, right? I find it funny. I find it also ironic. I mean, it's like it's Dave Chappelle. Who cares, right? And to me, that's not homophobic. It's some truth to that, right? The truth is, we know if you say anything about the gay community, gay people are coming for that. Okay? They coming for it. That's it. There's nothing else for you to say about it. You can get mad all you want to, whatever. Who cares? And I also left a clip in there, a comment in there where you guys can go live, come in with me, and leave your comments about what he said. But what he said was, like, it wasn't serious. Okay? It wasn't a big deal. For me, it was hilarious. But the gay community gets really sensitive. This is the thing I like to talk about when it comes to the gay community, right? Now, anybody who knows me know, hey, we all have a past. Okay? And one thing that I have learned about the gay community is this. They got so much issues, right? And so much history with what people say, right? But they got so much stuff within their own community. Okay? Like a ton. within their own community. And it's like they're the most jabbing type people, but don't want you to say nothing about them. Like, wait a minute. They got so much to say about other people, but you can't say squat about them. What's up with that? I want to know. Like, what's up with that? And is there an issue? And tell me if it is. Is there really an issue with what Dave Chappelle said? Am I missing something? Because I don't think there is. I truly don't think there is. But I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe, just maybe I'm missing something. Do the gay community have something? So, because to me, it feels like a mafia. The gay community feels like the Jewish community. Like we can't say nothing. And we know Dave Chappelle is a equal opportunist. He talks about everybody, okay? And I mean everybody. He is an equal opportunist. And came in and says it happens when a person that has been bullied over time. You know what? I have to agree with that. The old saying, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the fun. Damn. I never heard that saying. But that's interesting. But I get that. But it's like, when it comes to us, do we get offended? Black folks, do we get offended? I don't know. Do we? Let me know. Do we get offended? I don't think we really get offended. I also, like I said, I left a comment in there. If anybody want to come in and say something, if you're having an issue with it, please say something. Because somebody called me later and said, we having a problem. If you don't tell me I have a problem with it during the live, you can't come in. And I can't give you a solution into chiming in on the conversation if you don't tell me during the live. Leave a comment to let me know whether or not you're having an issue with trying to get in on the show. Now, I really believe that I think the only thing that black folks have where someone could potentially get canceled is when they say the N-word. That's it. But it seems if you say anything about the gay community, it's over. If you say anything about the Jewish community, it's over. It's not a number, so it's a link. I just left it in the comment section. It looks like it's not, as I tried to leave it in the comment section again. Let me see if it's in this one. Hold on. It's not. Load it. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's not going to be on that one. So let me go ahead and go to this other one. I can go ahead and get you in there. I'm about to copy the link right now. Let me go ahead and copy it. Copy. Then I can take it, and put it right in here. Then I'll pin it. Okay? Now, you should see the comment. You said I'm ugly. You don't have to have the camera on. I believe with this link, you do not have to have the camera on. So that is the good thing. You don't have to have the camera on. You funny. You don't have to have the camera on, girl. Let me know if you see it. If you see the link to come in, let me know. Cause I just put it in there. I'm about to put it on the other page too, while I'm at it, just in case anybody else want to come in on this from that page. See, this is what happens when you're working on some things, you know. Oh, okay. Seems to be working on that page. Cause the other, my fan page on Facebook be working, but not this one. All right. So you should see the link. It also gives you the option of whether or not you want your face up there. You don't have to have your face on there, and I'm not gonna have you do that. Okay, it is not a necessity. Okay, but I want to say I think first of all, let's go back to what Dave Chappelle. Okay, Ann is in here. I'm gonna bring Ann in a second. I got you, Ann. I see that you in here. I'm gonna bring you on in a second. I want to say this real quick. Um, First of all, what DaBaby said to me was not homophobic. That's what I'm gonna say. It was stupid, but it wasn't homophobic. What he said, to recant what he said, was ignorant, but it wasn't homophobic. If y'all want to talk about what DaBaby actually said, we can talk about that too. But I don't think what Dave Chappelle said was bad. It was just observation. Just observation. Jesse said it wasn't stupid at all. Well, if you want to join in, I left a comment in there if you want to join in. I'm about to bring it in. All right?
Hey, love, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
First of all, I'm gonna beat your ass because you keep calling me and my name is a nod on here, and it's
Oh,
Dana.
I'm
Now
so
you know
sorry.
damn well my name is Dana,
I was
but you
like,
calling me
don't
and
kill
like
me.
and what the hell?
I'm like, she gonna kill me. I'm sorry, Dana. I'm so
No, it's
sorry.
all good. I'm loving your shortcut.
Thank
You
you.
rocking the hell out of it as usual. All right, so here we go.
Wait. Before you start,
Uh,
I gotta
yeah,
say this real quick since you brought it up. I
yeah.
remember a long time ago, I told you I was thinking about cutting my hair, but I didn't
Yes, you
think I
did,
had the face for it. And you were the very first person to say, you got it.
girl. It you look hot as hell in it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love it. I love it. I love your
Appreciate it.
style. Okay,
Appreciate it.
so Dave Chappelle. All right. He simply said what his opinions were. Now,
Right.
the comment I made was, ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. So, in this particular case, when it comes to the gay community,
Mm-hmm.
you have a lot of people of every nationality. Homosexuality has been around since forever,
Right.
but it's also been something that's been very taboo. This is the first time that a person that was homosexual, bisexual, whatever sexual, has had the opportunity to say anything about who they feel they are,
Okay.
not understanding that that's not who they are, that's just their sexual preference. But because of the lack of ability to be able to say anything, the lack of human rights, the
Right.
lack of so much on that in that area. Now it's like, okay, I have my attention, I'm standing my ground, and you have from the bottom of the floor to the top of the floor
Yeah.
where homosexuality has been able to blossom and people have been able to live this secret, because it's not a fact that they're living their truth, they're living a secret that they
Fact.
had to have, and now it's no longer a secret.
Right.
But a lot of people don't see it that way, but that's exactly what it is, because the truth
Mm-hmm.
is, like, you have LBGTQ and a lot of other letters that, and it's all this shit, right? Here's the trick.
INDEP. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's that's what it sounds like,
Right.
and that's okay, but here's the honest to God truth. Sexual preference is something that every human has.
Yes.
And when you look at a lot of straight people, and everybody that's straight also, if you're gay or straight, you have a quirk. We all have our quirks. And with
Mm-hmm.
those quirks, those are the things that we like. So here's the deal. You have something now called pansexual. Pansexual is nothing but a bisexual person that likes everybody. It took me a minute to even figure out what the fuck it meant, but it just didn't matter if you was gay, straight, if you had changed your
Yes.
sex, didn't, whatever. Just if I'm with the pan, fry it all up, I'm gonna eat it all. That's all pansexual
Exactly.
says. When
Basically.
all that is a bisexual person who don't give a fuck.
Oh my
But you
God.
don't want to say that because that don't
Why
sound
would you
sexy.
say? But I mean, they're different. I think the reason why that you want to separate it is because a bisexual person is going to date an cis woman or man, where you have a pansexual who would date a transsexual, and a bisexual is
Exactly. But all they doing is, if you love me, I love you back. Let's go rock.
exactly.
And that's okay, but that's
Yeah.
their particular preference. They're still bisexual because they don't care what genital is there, as long as it's something there they can squeeze and lick on. That's all it is.
I can't get mad at that. I can't
But
get mad
that's okay.
at
And that's
that.
okay. And that what's wrong with the world right now, not just that, but
Mhm.
what's wrong with the world right now is that no one wants to sit there and say, I'm okay with being me unless you
Mhm.
accept me.
Mm.
And whenever you do that, you automatically have a problem. It's not about
Wow.
if you love what I love. If
Mm.
I love, this is how I look at it. If I like chitlins, goddamn it, if that's what I wanted to eat, pig guts all day long, I'm gonna fuck every chitlin up I see. Because if that's what I like, if you don't like it, more for me. And
Right.
that's all that matters. And people now are not teaching self acceptance. And it goes off into sexuality and to everything else, but then it's limited to everything else. Like, so even if someone says, okay, well, I was born this, now I want to be this. And it's like, I was put in a situation where I went into Costco. And this some years back, this when everything first got started. And I walked in, and this man, an obvious man with a beard,
Mhm.
um, he had on blue eyeshadow, a blue dress, and his beard wasn't groomed. He just looked a hot ass mess. His voice wasn't light, and his name on his shirt said Carol. And I think it was Carol. It was Carol or Karen. I can't remember what the fuck. It was
It
something
was
like that.
feminine, whatever it is what you were
It
saying,
it
right?
was, but he was very masculine, and I wasn't sure. He caught me off guard, and I wasn't sure how to respond to that thing that was standing there, because that
Okay.
wasn't a
That
man, and
thing.
he was a thing. It wasn't a man. It wasn't a woman. He didn't even bother to fool me into what. I mean, I don't mind calling
Is
a
it
man a
because
woman, but at least give
right?
me the look of something. You just got on a.
Oh,
You just a nigga with a dress.
it was the beard that threw you off, basically.
It was the beard, it was
Mhm.
the hardness of his face, it was everything. He only had on a dress. And here's the thing. As a black person, a white person can't put on a black face, but yet and still a man can put on a dress, and I'm supposed to tell him that he's everything that I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take this period I got right now that's getting on my
Yeah.
goddamn nerves if you want to have something.
You can have it, sir. You can
And,
have
and and I swear he could have it.
it. You were saying though the rest of your story.
Oh yeah, but I didn't understand. It threw me off guard then. This is when
Uh-huh.
everything was new. Um, do I know trans sexual people now? Yeah, I do.
Mhm.
And I have some that I adore because I'm more into the spirit of a person. But
Right.
yet and still, I'm not gonna play that game with you. If you want me to call you a lady, please fool me. Give me the appearance of that. Um, that's all I'm asking. And everything that he said on his show made sense to me. I mean, it was
Mm.
just and you're right. You will get attacked if you don't say things the way they say it.
Now I
If you
gotta
don't
tell
call a
you,
person they, if they don't want to, I'm they. No, motherfucker, you're not a few people. You're one person.
and I gotta tell you, Jesse is in here leaving a
Mhm.
comment. He left a comment for your name. Now I don't know if he wanna come in because before he wanted to have a conversation with the person I had on live. Jesse, if you want to join, I left the link in the comment section. If you would like to join, if you would like to say something, because I know Jesse, you always got
You
something to
saw
say.
Jesse with the beard?
Yes.
Oh, he gonna agree with me. Go on here. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm gonna put the comment in here. This is what he said.
Okay. Dana, with all due respect,
That's
that's
not
not
the
the
issue.
issue. I'm blind. I have no glasses on right now. The issue is you're forcing your personal shat on me
Uh huh.
and acting like it's a
It's a
civil rights issue. Oh yeah, definitely, Jesse. I 1,000% agree with you. So here's the deal.
uh huh.
But again, it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. So what's
Yeah.
happening is they're taking it to a whole nother thing.
He said he working, so he not gonna be able to join the live.
No, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. So he's right. They're trying to make a preference issue into a civil rights issue, and it's not. The part that would be more so of a right would be for everyone, which is basic human rights. And a lot of
Yeah.
us don't have that. I'm going
Yeah.
to tell you something. When I was married, and it was so funny, they ran me through the ringer to get on my husband's insurance. It was
Mm-hmm.
just like death, tooth and nail. And I had a guy that worked in my salon who was married to another guy in Canada because they couldn't do it here. And he was able to he got on his insurance real quick. I was not sick. I did not have HIV. I did not have, and not saying everybody does, but in this particular situation, they did have all that going on. They put him on his insurance quick as fuck. Fuck the fact that I had sent in a marriage license. Fuck the fact we had 2 kids. I went through hell being on my ex-husband's insurance just because it was like, it was weird. It's just human rights.
Figure that out. There's usually, I mean, especially if it's you should be able to get on your husband's insurance, no problem.
Oh, they did put me on there, but the stuff that I had to go through, but with the guy that I was talking to about what he went through with his person that he had a partnership agreement with, it was much less than what I had to do. And I found that strange. That
is strange.
So the basic human rights that come along for people a lot of times is garbage. You know, and that's what, you know, anyone that's with someone and you guys have joined into whatever and you're at home, everybody needs medical insurance. Everybody needs basic things to live. As a human, we should be able to respect each other with that. I don't agree with us lying to each other about who we are or what we are to
or what we represent, to go back to your what you say.
Yes, or what we represent. Exactly. And it's just sex. That is nothing but sex, and everybody has sex, and we all have a right to have that preference. All we got to do is respect it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So I don't know. I think this is what I do like about Dave Chappelle though. Is the fact that even though I do believe over time people are more sensitive, so comedians have less room to be able to be free and joke about any and everything. What I like about Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle is like, I don't care. I'm still
let's say this too. He don't care. He's going to be a comedian, but you have to admit he has an artistry behind the way he says things.
This is so true. I think that's part of the reason why we love him, a good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah, because it's just, he puts an artistry up there. He makes you look at the whole point. To the point so far as that he does it so much that at some points you don't even realize you're in the middle of a joke. You're looking at everything he's saying and the points that's there. And those points are important. And what he said about DaBaby, it was quite funny. People are missing it. This man killed somebody. He actually killed somebody. He was not thrown under a bus. He killed another black person. He was not thrown under a bus. Now, this same person made a dumbass comment about sucking dicks and doing this and
it was
everything.
So dumb.
It was stupid.
Even homophobic. It was just stupid.
It wasn't homophobic. But let's go over phobic. When you go over phobias is fear. If you're not actually scared of something, why is everything a phobic? Why is it considered if I'm unknowledgeable, what's the word for that? As opposed to necessarily a fear. I'm not scared of you.
My feelings say that you're scared of me because you're afraid of my truth.
Fuck your truth. Everybody got one. Everybody got a truth. I got a truth. Everybody got a truth. Guess who don't give a damn? Everybody. This is a part of human nature. Everybody has their own thing that we have to deal with. And the sensitivity factor of everybody now it's annoying.
Yeah, it is.
People can't function. They can't do their jobs. Oh my God. She looked at me funny. I'm going to cry tonight. Fuck you. So what? Excuse me for cursing so much because I'm a potty mouth. But yeah.
We're going to have to slow it down pretty soon when I start getting, you know, when Sheree is not just regular Ray Ray at Dion's office. You're going to have to slow it down.
I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut it down now. I have to respect you because you be doing your thing. You know, I'm impressed with your thing, the way you do it. But I will say, the sensitivity levels across the board is ridiculous. And the LGBTQ need to go sit their ass down and just get their basic whatevers together like we all do. And it's okay. Love yourself. Keep it moving. Most people have had either a gay or bisexual experience any goddamn way. So everybody ain't that touchy no more. I think it's good that a lot of people now are able to be open with who they are because it's not so much closet sex going on now. It's like, okay, this is who I am, and if
not
you
so
like
much.
it too, let's go.
Because I think that's what a lot of the issues were before when it came to AIDS and stuff, is because there was too many DL people.
Exactly.
And then
And it's not so many anymore.
Yeah. That
You
was
know,
the issue.
you can be who you are, and that's what it's about. And I appreciate that. You know, I'm not looking for a dude so I can be his beard. Because technically, I'm the type of woman they'll be looking for. Somebody like a little Barbie doll they can dress up and stand next to them like, I got her. I don't want that.
You said you don't want that?
I don't want a dude dressing me up and he looking at the same dude I'm looking at. No.
Oh, no. That's no. No. Yeah, we don't want that. That's a whole nother story.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's my thoughts on the subject. I don't want to hold up from anybody else want to talk anything.
It's all right. I appreciate you calling in, Dana.
You're more than thank you. Don't you ever call me and again in your life. And a not. It's Dana
so
Backlash.
I'm so sorry. I pronounced that so wrong.
And what? What's she saying? Who's
she talking about? All right, but I appreciate you chiming in. I always like to hear your perspective. Your perspective is really cool. I like it.
All right, now I got to figure out how to leave. Okay, I see it. All right, okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Yep. So it's you know, there's hey. I really wish Jesse could have came in. Jesse, you know, his perspective is very interesting as well. I tend to understand it even if I don't agree. That's just the truth. But it's kind of difficult for me to really take anything that the gay community gets offended by seriously, like, because they're so sensitive. And it's like she said, it's like at this point, because she brought up something that makes me think about a different point, right? At this point, the gay community, the LGBT community, is more upset at a time where they are more accepted. And that is so odd to me. It's so odd to me. Like, now you're at a point where you can marry, and that's not to say that, of course, there are not times where people are not going to agree with you, and you may come across different encounters and things of that sort. I'm not going to say that. I totally understand that those things exist. But when it's a joke, it's a joke. And anytime Dave Chappelle say something, it's a joke. You know? Let me go ahead, my friend, real quick. Hold on. Just message her right back. Messaging her real quick. Messaging her. I gotta talk to her, y'all. I'm babysitting. I don't have the children right now because they're with their auntie, but I'm babysitting. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know, the sensitivity part for me, it seemed that they are more emotional than they should be, because like Dana just said, she had to go through hoops and types of things to get what she rightfully deserves, right? What she rightfully deserves is insurance from her husband, but somebody in their partner, they didn't go through hoops. I don't even know what that's about. I gotta look into that. That's weird. That's weird. That was odd to hear. I gotta be honest, Dana. That was odd to hear because it's not very common. Except nobody is allowed to joke with the LGBT. Nope. Anybody could. Do you? I got a question though, because I think that the Black community is more sensitive than we really are honest about. I I'm serious. I really do think that we are a little more sensitive than we are honest about. But I do see. I will say that the most time that we're the most sensitive is when somebody says the N word. That's just the one time we're just like, look, that's leave that one alone. You know, they just leave it alone. Jesse's what? You think it's jealousy? What kind of jealousy? What are we jealous of? And that's not to say that we don't. Maybe we do have things to be jealous of. But what are you saying that we are jealous of? What are we jealous of? Oh Lord. What are we jealous of? Right? I don't know. That's an interesting comment. We are jealous. Huh? What? I don't know what that meant. We want our land on and privilege. I'm assuming you saying and with a D. We want our land and privilege. Yeah. 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 But you know, I will say it's been times when I've seen black folks get mad at something that I felt was not serious enough to get upset about. I'm just being honest. I can't think of a time right now. Somebody wants to come in. I'm gonna let the you cammed up. I don't know if you cam up. Cam up if you can. Hell yeah. Because the LGBT oh, you don't want to come in no more? Oh, they just left. Maybe they didn't know that's what that link was for. Hell yeah, because the LGBT have achieved more social mobility in 5 years than black folks have in over 100. True. You may be right. You may be right about that. Think gay rights have been around almost as long as for civil rights. Yeah. Dana has to seem like Dana is agreeing with you. Yeah. Just maybe. I don't know. I do think that um y'all may be speaking some truth up in here. What is the conversations like between Dana and Jesse? Y'all conversations are probably fire. You know, it's probably fire. But yeah, if anybody else want to come in, you can. You can come in. I don't know what happened to that one person that came. I was right about to click on them and they just disappeared. You didn't have to cam up. It's not a have to. You don't have to, okay? But if you want to, come on. Come on, cam up. Come on. Click the link if you would like to go live and you know, if you'd like to um have a comment about what DaBaby said, since that's what the Dave Chappelle was talking about, or what Dave Chappelle said. Now, to give my thoughts on what DaBaby said, I did say what he said was stupid. Now, for anybody who did not know what he said afterwards, he said something really dumb. It was the dumbest thing I ever like. It was just stupid. This man said, "Yo, and I said, if you gay and you not like you not in the alley sucking penis." I'm saying penis. Of course, he didn't say that. Sucking penis, because my gay folks, they don't have AIDS. They not sucking penis in the alley, and I'm saying like, you don't know that. You don't know if anybody in your that is gay and a fan of yours who doesn't have AIDS. That just what? And you don't have to suck penis in the alley to get AIDS. You know, that was just ignorant. That was just he just wasn't thinking. He wasn't being smart. That's what he said was stupid, not homophobic. That they were just being freaking sensitive when they did that. But this no, this man no. And what Dave Chappelle said was just comparing apple and oranges. It wasn't homophobic. It was comparing apples and oranges. That's it. And for anybody to think anything otherwise is odd to me. I think it's a sensitivity thing. I have said this a long time ago. We are super dumb sensitive. I remember when I was younger, I was so sensitive. I'm still sensitive to this day, but I have a better handle on my emotions, right? Than before. My mama used to say to me all the time, "T, you are really emotional, and don't nobody care about your feelings. Nobody cares about your feelings." And she right. Nobody cares. Comedians don't care about the the LGBT community's feelings. And we just making jokes. Everybody gets cracked at. Black people talk about other black people. White people talk about other white people. Blacks talk about whites. Hell, whites talk about blacks. We talk about Asians. We talk about Indians. We make jokes about the Taliban. Make jokes about everything. Chinese. How many times have you heard a Chinese eye joke? How many times have you heard those jokes about the Chinese eyes? Those jokes are all the time happening. You get what I'm saying? Indian jokes. You hear Indian jokes all the time. But you make one gay LGBT community joke and it is over. I think there's a Jewish person running the LGBT community because they're the only two where you can just... that person must be Jewish. They gotta be Jewish. The person... whoever's running the LGBT community has to be Jewish because they doing the same thing. It's ran by the mafia or something, okay? I don't know what it is, but they got to be running by the mafia, okay? All right? I don't know. See, black folks know that America was never seeing anything happen to someone black, that someone regardless of color, that they didn't think we ultimately deserved. But you can't even tell a joke. You can't without being destroyed about about the LGBT community. Q. He put the Q. I don't know. He said they are white. I don't know, man. It's annoying. That's all I know. All I know is it is absolutely annoying and pointless, and I don't like it, and I enjoy all the jokes of Dave Chappelle, and Dave Chappelle's hilarious, and I'm gonna go watch it myself. Okay? I am. Anybody else who wants to join, I don't know if anybody, let me see real quick, because I may just, if no one else tries to join, I may just cut it short. You commented on my post, but I don't see it no more. I don't see it anymore. Dang. Oh, thank you, James. But yeah, anybody else who wants to come in and say something, go ahead and say something about either DaBaby or what Dave Chappelle said. Well, I think what Dave Chappelle said was just funny. I think what DaBaby said was just stupid. And I think that LGBT community is just sensitive. That's my thoughts in a nutshell. Dave goes after everyone, whites, Asians, blacks. This is what I said earlier. He goes after blacks, LGBT. He spares no one. And that's what makes comedy great. It allows people to laugh about serious and not so serious topics. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. And that's exactly what I said earlier. Dave Chappelle is one of those kind of guys that really just, it does not matter. It doesn't matter about what he says. He does not care who you are. He is going to say something. Whether you like him, love him, or indifferent. He don't care. He does not care. He's going to say something about you. Period. And if you are too sensitive to receive the information, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. The man is a genius. He's a comedic genius. Because, like Dana said, the way that this man puts his words and phrases when he does comedy, the way he does it is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It doesn't even come off super harmful. That's why I said they are sensitive. what are they mad at? why you mad, boo? Boo, why you mad? It's just a joke. I didn't say nothing about what y'all doing. He didn't say anything about your sexual preferences. He just used some letters that you guys go by and added that up to what DaBaby did. That's it. He compared and contrast apples and oranges. That's all that man did. And he is receiving backlash. Dave Chappelle, you know what? Dave Chappelle, because of this is the same man that turned down millions of dollars and disappeared and decided to live the life he wanted. Because he did that, he probably still doesn't care even more than before, right? It's probably even worsened of his I don't give a F, right? I really truly believe that. I truly believe that he doesn't care even more than before because of his decisions that he has made. I love him. I like him. And I think what he did was hilarious. Okay? What he did was hilarious. LGBT community is too sensitive. That's my thoughts on it. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more time. If anybody else want to come in, I'm about to end this live and call my friend back. Okay? I am going to end this live and call my friend back. Because, this is so, y'all are hilarious. If anybody else, let me read this comment. That's what we need in this world. People who speak with no filter to facts. The First Amendment is what makes America, America. Absolutely. I have to agree. Love this comment right here. I have to agree. I definitely agree. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go, you guys. You know, I think thank you for the call in, Dana. I appreciate it in your words. Thank you, Jesse, in the comments, everybody in the comment section. Cav Scout, is that Cav Scout? Cav Scout 19 Death? What? That is an interesting name. Okay. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel. Okay. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right. Follow me on Facebook if you haven't already. Make sure you like, share this, okay? This video, like, share this video. I need you to go ahead and do that for me, please. Go ahead and do that. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. I am on YouTube and Facebook, okay? And yeah, I'm going to continue with the lives. I'm going to continue with the videos and continue doing what I'm doing. And you guys will continue to be able to call in. And also, I have it. This is for all my people who have been following me for a while, right? Also, I can have multiple people on my live. So if Jesse wasn't at work, we could have had Jesse and Dana on at the same time. So when I go live again, you guys could take advantage of the opportunity of being able to have a conversation with someone you may not agree with. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm definitely going to come with more topics about this. Things like this. I can open up the forum because I really do believe that giving people the opportunity to speak, the community to be able to speak, is a necessity. So you guys go ahead, like the video, comment, share it, okay, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay. All my Facebook people, there is definitely a link in the description for the YouTube, and all of my YouTubers, there's a link in the description for the Facebook, if you are more so on Facebook than you are on YouTube, and if you are more so on YouTube than you are on Facebook, I definitely have the link in both, okay, for you to go ahead and comment and say what you need to say, or do what you need to do to like and follow and subscribe, okay. So yes, I appreciate everybody who chimed in, said what they said, did what they had to do, okay? And I will see you guys next time. All right. Peace, love is so, my beautiful people. Love y'all.